Hi, my name is Mohammed and I'm here with my partners Lung, Joseph, and Khalid, and we're here to present No Fishy Business. Our business idea here is a lightweight and affordable security operations platform that help individuals and small businesses that cannot afford enterprise level cybersecurity tools secure their digital assets and information. Today, small businesses face rising cyber threats annually, but most cannot even afford complex security operations tools like Splunk, Sentinel, CrowdStrike because they're expensive, complex, and they require trained analysts to track and monitor this data. So as a result, small businesses don't even monitor their systems, don't detect suspicious activities, and often don't realize they've been breached until it's too late. So our solution here is a simple SOC-in-the-box platform that collects logs from devices and apps, analyzes threats for suspicion patterns, and alerts the users for any incidents that it generates, modifies internal data, and tracks everything in real time. Our system is built with Node and ExpressJX for a backend that receives and processes security logs, our MySQL database that stores incidents, attack details, and impact metrics, and a dashboard for the front end using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript that makes it user-friendly, shows alerts, active threats, and tracks incidents history in real time. Now, our target markets is going to be your small businesses, your nonprofits, your clinics, your small IT consultant firms, your retail stores, auto shops, accountants, nonprofits, any small organization that would like to track their digital assets, see where their vulnerability lies, and build a protection system around their business. Our revenue model is going to have 3 tiers. We're going to have the free subscription tier that does come with ads and limited access, but does help to track the data being tracked and help them kind of see the incidents in real time and kind of get a feel for our platform and still get protected in a limited capacity. We have another higher tier that's a pro tier, and that has access to all our extra features and all everything to do with our platform and help them secure their data as much as possible, but it does have a limit on how much data it displays and stores on the map, and it's priced out at about $10 a month. Then our highest tier, which is the business tier, gives us full access and a higher storage capacity with API integrations, customizable detection rules, and priority support that helps the small businesses there kind of get that full enterprise level security at that cost of $29 a month. Our funding requests, we're pretty much seeking $15,000 to finalize development and run a 3-month beta with small local businesses. The funding will mostly cover our server hosting, improving the UI, expanding detection rules and improve rules altogether, planned improvements, security audits, and also for marketing and customer onboarding. So this investment will help us transition from that working prototype into a full market ready product. So for a conclusion, No Fishy Business brings that enterprise level security to small businesses that have been ignored for way too long. It's affordable, simple, and built to protect the people who needs it the most. So thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mohammed, for sharing the pitch. And I'm going to be going ahead and doing the demo. My name is Joseph. So this is our updated GitHub. And in the data files section, we have the files that create our schema. So we have the create database, which I'll use in just a second. And then we have the file that inserts our incident data. So I already have it built in here, and I'm just going to go ahead and run that first file, which drops it, and then we'll recreate it. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in all the incidents. All right. So then we were initially using Node to run our project, but we created a make file that we've now been using to run our project. And you have to make sure if you're on Windows, you need to install Make, which there are some dependencies which are detailed in our README file. So if I go and open up a terminal, which you have to use a git bash terminal since it uses the printf function, since this was made on Mac, the make file. So I'm going to do make run, and here it'll ask you to enter your MySQL password and then the MySQL port. And this will be different for each person in their own MySQL, wherever they've got their data stored. So now the server's running. This is that server, and this requires the use of CORS, MySQL 2, and Express, which is also listed. The installations for these are listed in the README. So once you've got the server running, we're using Live Server in VS Code, which is an extension to run our front end. So I'll open up this nice web page that was helped designed by all of us, but Khalid and Lung really got this started off. So you're seeing a dashboard with a bunch of different ways to show the data. We've got bar graphs and then charts of it over time, and then a pie graph as well to show the differences in severity. Here we have our listed incidents, and these are listed by date. And you can scroll down to the bottom. We created different pages for it. So before we had them all listed on the same page, but for easier readability for users, you can switch to each page rather than it infinitely scrolling. The map is fully interactive and it uses JS vector map, so you are able to zoom in and drag around, and you can even hover over each country to see the different types of incidents in each country by their severity, and they pop up on this drop down just below the map. And once you're ready, you can reset the view back. You can also select a date range, which will, let me go back. You can select a date range, and obviously there's no new ones that have been selected here. Let me go back to 2024. So if I set a date range like this, we can see those populate. And then you can reset filters here. You can also select by different incident type. So this selects all phishing. And then you can also select by severity. And now finally we have a data insert function to be able to add incidents, new incidents to MySQL database. So I will show you an example of that right now. So I'll select the date as today, select the type as phishing, select the severity as high, and we'll just call this Tech Corp as incorporation for an example. We can select that. I don't think there are any currently in Canada, so we'll see that populate in real time. We'll select 3 hours as the response time, 1,000 records as the data breached. We'll say that there was a password reset on that account. That was a part of a phishing campaign. And then we'll say the infected industry is finance. The financial impact was $10,000. And then you can manually enter in the longitude and latitude for the country that you selected, but our code will automatically, we have a database of the longitudes and latitudes for each country, so it will recognize this as Canada and automatically do that. So once that's ready, you're good to hit Save Incident. Now we can see that new one has just populated in Canada. So when I hover over it, you see type phishing, the date, the organization, the response time, the mitigation strategy, industry, the financial impact, and that severity and country up top. And just to show this, I'm going to verify it in MySQL. So if I make sure I'm using the project, let's do a select star from incident where company equals tech. So we can see this incident has already populated into our incident table as well. So this allows for data insertion into our database so that users, as new incidents are happening, they can insert it into their table. This is a fully functioning web application with a MySQL database, and then we're using Node.js for our server, and then we're using a basic HTML, CSS, JavaScript for our front end. So at the end, make sure to Control-C out of that server that is running, and then all other details to run this application will be in our README. Thank you.